Yo, what it do, MAC crew? It's Matt, back again with another video. If you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we post. Now, Mike McCarthy has been let go from the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I'm not going to say I saw it coming, but the mishandling of this is just not funny. And it honestly doesn't make any sense. If Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones knew they weren't going to bring him back, what was the point of waiting all this time? If you don't know or you didn't know that this wasn't going to work 5 years ago or the 5 years that you had him already, why did you prolong this further than what it needed to be? He shouldn't have gotten a new... How can I say this? How can I say this? 'Cause I don't want to sound disrespectful. Mike is good enough to win you some games to get you to the playoffs. To take you over the top, no. And that's okay. That's okay. Now it's time to look for, one of those coaches. But this is why you do this earlier. Now you're in the window that you could have interviewed coaches that are in the playoffs now. That window's closed. Now you have to wait till they lose. For example, Ben Johnson, the OC for the Lions. Yeah. You can't interview him now like the other teams have done already. You see what I'm saying? So that time, that's passed. And now, what if Ben Johnson now has his sights set on the team that interviewed him or the teams that interviewed him? You don't even get a chance to interview him now. So since that window has closed, again, you have to wait until those teams lose. Brian Flores, defensive coordinator for Minnesota Vikings. Who else? Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Some people even want Kellen Moore back. Me personally, I never agreed with his philosophy of coaching and offense, and the big guy doesn't either. So, yeah, the mishandling of this is it doesn't make any sense. And this is why Cowboys fans just can't get with the front office. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, let's be honest, they are not good at their jobs now. Maybe in the past when they were hungry, Jerry, when Jerry was hungry, when Jerry wanted to put his name on the map, when Jerry wanted to make the Dallas Cowboys a bigger brand than they were back then. And then since he's done so, he's kind of just relaxed. It is what it is. He has this certain mentality that I don't like. And I feel like we're going to have another year just like we did this past season. I really do. You can't expect to do something 30 years in a row and it's constantly failed and do that same thing the next year and expect it to work. That's not how things go. Never has and never will. There has to be a change in the front office. That's just what it has to be. And until that happens, there won't be a change. So it doesn't really matter who you bring in next. And if you have another offseason like you did last offseason, okay. Yeah. It's not going to work out the way that Jerry and Steven think it's going to work. In fact, it might be a little worse because we even saw Jerry Jones spiral this regular season, and I've never seen that before. So yeah, the handling of this Mike McCarthy situation, you just don't see that. And it's not just Mike. Let me sit up. It's not just Mike. It's the handling of Dak Prescott's contract. CeeDee Lamb. Oh, wait, hold on. We have to sign Micah Parsons this offseason. And I don't know how that's going to go. I know Mike has been saying he wants to take, less so we can sign more players. Ain't no way. No, No, there's no way I would say that, especially knowing my value, right? But that's besides the point. The front office has handle contract talks so bad and they get it done so late and they think the fans don't know how it goes. And that's kind of disrespectful to us because it's almost like they're trying to call us stupid. That's the way I take it. That's the way I take it. And they don't get contracts done. And I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't. I don't. I don't. But what we do know and what I do get is Mike McCarthy's gone. He's probably going to end up now the Bears can finally interview with him. There's talks that New Orleans wants to, interview with him too. And I'm sure other organizations will do so. This is just not good for the Dallas Cowboys. Let Mike McCarthy go. Yeah, that's okay. The waiting part is not good. You're waiting for something to happen. You know what I'm saying? You're waiting. I don't. There's no point of waiting. Okay, I keep saying waiting, but let me tell y'all what I mean by waiting. They're waiting. Actually, I don't even know what they're waiting for. Now to think of it, as a front office, your job isn't to wait, right? You attack. For example, we went 12-5 3 years in a row, right? During that time, Philadelphia was over there running things too. Now, there's a difference in front offices. I'm sure you know this. You have your type of all front office that wait, which is very rare. That is like a Dallas Cowboy type thing where they wait until, what does Jerry Jones say? Deadlines make deals. That's just not true. And then you have what's his name? Howie Roseman. Getting guys now instead of waiting later on throughout the season to make an impact. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Jerry is, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. So who I would take now, I would go for Ben Johnson, but we got to wait till they lose. Their defensive coordinator, I forgot his name. It's Glenn something. Aaron Glenn. Brian Flores. I mean, you can go for Kellen Moore. Me personally, I wouldn't, but you need somebody younger. You need somebody that's not a yes man. But that's what Jerry Jones likes. He likes a yes man. He likes somebody that's going to say, yes, I agree, even though they don't agree deep down inside. He just likes that. I don't like that. I don't like a yes man. And I never will, because I'm not one of those either. And I feel like if you have a lot of that in your circle, you are bound to fail. I really do. I believe that. Anyway, I don't know what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do. I really don't. This doesn't look good. I don't know where they go from here. I don't know. Like, that's the sum of it all. I don't know. I don't, because you can, and oh man, there's so many variables. There's so many things that go into this that just, it's like, you waiting to do something doesn't make any sense. You waited to fire Mike McCarthy when you could have fired him right after the season and interviewed all those coaches before the playoffs started. But see, that's what they do. They waited to get Dak Prescott's deal done. They waited to get CeeDee Lamb's deal done. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we do from here. I don't even... And the fact of it is they're probably going to get a coach like Marvin Lewis, like John Gruden. I guarantee it. Because they need a job. And they're desperate for a job. So they'll do whatever they have to do to get that job. So if that means being a yes man, I don't think Marvin Lewis is a yes man. I'm just saying, if they want the job bad enough, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to be a yes man. They're going to have to agree with everything Jerry Jones says. Oh my God. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about for this video. Jerry Jones wants coaches, whoever wants to be a coach for the Dallas Cowboys, to take an incentive-based contract. That is just ridiculous. Like, nobody does, nobody. And for those who are just like unaware, coaches' salaries aren't against the salary cap. They don't go against the cap. They don't go against the cap space. So you can pay them whatever you want, and it won't have any negative effect on the contracts or the cap ever. It won't. So this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And you need free agents. So now you need a head coach and his staff. You need another running back. You need another defensive tackle. You need another linebacker because DeMarvion Overshown is hurt. And I don't think Eric Kendricks is coming back. You need another wide receiver opposite of Sedarian, CD. You also might need another backup quarterback because if I'm Cooper Rush, I'm getting up out of there the way that, wow. I mean, do I have to say it? The way that Jerry Jones just it's, oh my God. It's crazy here in Dallas Cowboys Nation. But again, if you're new here, like, comment, subscribe. It's going to be all for today's video. Might talk about this a little later because, yeah, why not? But it's been real. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.